Lil Reese, yes, the rapper that from O Block that basically blew up with Chief Keef. He's on I Don't Like. He's got his own hit Traffic. Catch him in Traffic. At the top is Just Us, like those type of records, whatever. He was popping in the early 2010s. He started his own cryptocurrency coin, and he announced it on his Twitter probably 2 days ago, I want to say 3 days ago, and it was called O Block. Like the ticker was called O Block. The night that he announced it, a bunch of people invested in it. It reached a market cap of probably $3 million, and then slowly started going down. It went from $3 million to like 1.5, and then it went to like 800,000, and then it just dropped like immediately. Literally last Saturday night, it dropped to like 30,000 market cap. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, celebrities have been known to scam, get into this field and scam their fan base. So I'm tired of seeing that and not speaking out about it. So all I did was DM Lil Reese. I was like, yo, Lil Reese, what'd I say? Let me just get it word for word so I don't mess up anything here. And I got a screenshot of this, so I'm not lying or anything. You can check my DMs, blah, blah, blah. I DM'd him. This was Saturday night at 9:46 p.m. I said this: scamming your own fans ain't it, man. You ruined any chance you had into getting into crypto, which is the future, for a quick buck. Loser mentality. So I wake up the next morning and I'm blocked by him. Literally get blocked. Why did I get blocked? Because he knows he's getting called out. He's a garbage person for doing it. And I didn't even say anything disrespectful. I just said, listen, you're getting to this crypto space for the first time. I don't know if this is his first, second. I don't know. I don't know if he's scammed people multiple times. I'm assuming it's his first time, right? With his own coin. Now, he might have endorsed the coin, and that coin might have scammed people. That's a little bit different. I can kind of see, where that can go wrong because, hey, I'm just paying a celebrity to say something, and then whatever happens after that, people join in. It's fucked up because I wouldn't, if I was an influencer at a level where if I'd said something, a bunch of people would jump into it and buy it and stuff. I don't endorse anything that I don't use or think it's actually useful. I just don't. That's just because I don't want, people that watch me and support me to go and purchase that and they get screwed over in one way or another. Obviously things happen here and there, but like, I don't want it to be something that's major where just everybody loses, right? Let's just say I were to push a product about, I don't know, hair growth, right? I did a Keeps hair, I think sponsorship. And, somebody buys it and says, oh, Quake, you told me to buy it, grows hair and it doesn't grow your hair. That's different. That's like something that like, it's a case by case study. Some people grows hair, some people does it, DNA type shit, whatever. You get with the point what I'm saying is not everybody's gonna be pleased regardless of what you're pushing out there. But I would never endorse something where you're putting your hard earned money and I have nothing to do with it. I'm just the voice to get people to go to it. Never would I do that because that's just not right, right? So I don't know if this is Lil Reese's first coin, whatever. I'm assuming this is his first that he's actually backed and is a part of, right? So he launches the O Block thing, goes from 3 million to like literally nothing, 30,000, which is you lost all the money in like a day and a half. And then he backtracks, and on Instagram he says, "That wasn't me, you dorks." Like I don't know what he said in the Instagram post. He said that wasn't me. Like I was hacked. That's the thing, that every time this happens, a celebrity comes out and says, I was hacked. I didn't mean to do that. But here's how I know between an actual page getting hacked and a page that is lying about it, right? So 50's Twitter, one, he rarely ever tweets, right? Barely posts. That's the first thing. If he does, it's a direct copy and paste from his Instagram. 50's on his Instagram. Like he's actually on there. And everything else from there gets copy and pasted by his team on his Twitter. I know that firsthand because I've talked to his team. That's how I told them about the Twitter getting hacked because they had no idea about it. I told them, and they got to work on getting that recovered. So that's the first thing. 50 doesn't really post on Twitter. You don't see an original organic tweet. You usually see a copy and paste from Instagram to the Twitter. That's just normal, right? So when you see 50 randomly tweet about some crypto thing, and he's dissing Andrew Tate, and he's dissing people, and he's pushing this thing and saying, if you're real, you're going to buy G-Unit, buy G-Unit. Obviously, something is off there. It just doesn't make sense. There's no consistency, right? And then you go click it, and it says a real N-word 50. It's got a cover Before I Self-Destruct album cover, which is the most random shit ever. it just screams fake. Lil Reese, on the other hand, he can't scream hacking because there are tweets days before of him launching this thing. Actually, I believe a week and a half before, where he's talking about, hey, I'm thinking about getting in the cryptocurrency world. What should I do? Who should I talk to? And, let me know what you guys think, blah, blah, blah. So he was like planning it day after day after day. He would ask his fan base on Twitter. And then he eventually launched it. A bunch of fans bought in. They got scammed. And then he brushes it off as, I got hacked. But here's another thing, too. He joined Twitter Spaces, and he was talking about the coin. So how the fuck do you just brush it off as I got hacked when you were in it active? And here's the sad part. That's why I sent him that DM. This is a bad first impression of you getting into crypto. Crypto is the future, whether people like it or not, whether they embrace it or not. If you don't embrace it now, you're going to be really old and outdated when it becomes the normal thing. Because every month I'm seeing cryptocurrency being integrated into our daily lives. You might not notice it because you don't pay attention to it, but I'm seeing it every single month. Something new is getting, adapted to our everyday life. And eventually cryptocurrency is going to be our actual currency. And I think it's better, obviously, because there's a lot more safety involved in it, with a lot less tracking of money, all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, it could be used for bad things, but at least, the government doesn't have full control of what we're doing with our money and our resources, because you don't want that. These banks, they could just literally freeze your account at any moment. With crypto, nobody can do that. Like Kanye West getting his assets getting frozen and stuff over what he was going through. If he had crypto and was dealing with that, nobody would be able to freeze his stuff, right? Anyways, that's a whole different thing. Lil Reese does that. I send him that DM. I get blocked, and then I call him out. And I basically say, listen, you're a fucking loser. Like, I didn't even diss him in the DM, though. I never said that. I just said loser mentality. I said that's a dumb mentality to have, to scam people early, when you could have built this O-block coin thing into something really big. And that's what he was doing with the tweets. He was saying, I'm going to get Chief Keef involved. I'm going to get Lil Durk involved. We're going to build this O-block coin. We're going to have, because if you do it the right way, having your own coin can go towards like people paying for their concerts with your exclusive coin, which can build the market cap up a lot, buying merch, whatever in that artist's world that they want to push, exclusive songs where they can only get it with the coin, whatever. Waka Flocka is doing it in a great way. He got involved in it, and he hasn't scammed anybody. He's been working day in and day out to build his coin, right? And he's doing pretty good with it right now. And if he stays on this path, he's going to build something that's way ahead of other rappers. He's way ahead right now. And if you do it the right way, like Waka's doing, he's going to be releasing exclusive songs pretty soon here. If you do it the right way and you build a community, you can build a real... Because here's the thing, everybody wins with this coin stuff if they know what they're doing when they're buying into it. Because you can buy in and sell, right? Because it goes up and down in market price. And you can win money off it, basically. It's like a stock, regular stocks that you jump up and down. You just got to know what you're doing, obviously. But everybody wins with it. It's like nobody, if you just know what you're doing and you play it safe, you'll win. Like, there's no way you can't. Especially if the artist is attached to it and constantly pushing it. I say all that to say Lil Reese is a dork and a moron and a loser. A straight up loser. Like how much of a loser do you have to be to steal from the own people that support you? How big of a loser do you have to be? I could never sleep with myself knowing that I scammed the people that support me, that watch me on this podcast, listen, YouTube, whatever. Like, that's just the biggest loser shit ever. I don't care that he's from old block. People are messaging me, man, you shouldn't be saying this, man. I don't give a fuck if he's from old block. I could care less. He's a human being like me. He bleeds like I bleed. And I'm a snitch. I'm a civilian. If you hurt me, I'm snitching. I'm telling everybody that did everything from Lil Reese to whoever involved, I'm telling. That's just the reality of it, all right? I'm not a gangster. I don't claim to be a gangster, so I have civilian rules. I'm not a, gangster. So to me, the rules of snitching don't apply. I'm snitching. Regardless, people are saying, oh, why are you saying? No, you have to say something because these fucking losers that do this, that steal from less fortunate people, need to be called out. That's bullshit. You can't just do that to people, man. That's unfair. That's like, how big of a loser you have to be. If you fucked off your money that you made early on from your career, that's your fault. You don't scam your fans into stealing money from them. I don't care if he knew or didn't know. I don't care if he said, because here's the thing too, a lot of celebrities will do when they scam and do this stuff. They'll say, oh, I didn't know, the person who made the coin said they would promise me this and that, and I had no idea. They claim ignorance, like they had nothing to do with it, they didn't know. Here's the thing though, I don't give a fuck if you claim ignorance. Somebody, and I hope this happens to Lil Reese, and I'm actually going to look into it because I just talked to someone that got scammed by the coin. Hopefully he gets sued. I hope he gets sued and loses millions and millions of dollars in the lawsuit. He deserves that for scamming innocent people into this. And you could blame the people and be like, oh, they shouldn't jump into it without knowing what they're doing. Right? Okay. Yeah, you could factor that in, but still, Lil Reese is still the one that's pushing this, that's encouraging people to get in. He's the one I don't care if he's involved directly with it or not. And he's not thinking about his brand. I don't think Lil Reese even has a mentality for any of that shit. Right? Honestly, I should just call him Mr. Poopy Butthole because literally he shit his pants when he got jumped. You ever seen Rick and Morty, the character Mr. Poopy Butthole? That's Lil Reese. Like, why would you scam? You're such a dork, man. You're a loser. Straight fucking loser. Like, people would do that shit. Anyways, it's pissing me off because I'm just thinking about all the people that got scammed because of a fucking dork like him who literally has nothing going on with his life. That he's that much of a fucking loser to scam money out of innocent people. Like, how big of a fucking loser do you have to be? And then he blocks me because I call him out on it. I wasn't even disrespectful. I said just the mentality of that is a loser mentality to have. He could have built something really, really big and got Lil Durk, Chief Keef, everybody in the old block sphere and educated people. And from that, he could have been a multimillionaire and just grew. But instead, he wants a quick buck to steal from people. So I'm going to make a video on that after I do this 50 Cent one of how he got hacked with the crypto world because I think it's just interesting to talk about. And not only that, it educates people in this field. And the more that you guys get educated in this field, the more you can make money off of it. And you can actually, there's people that literally make, I'm talking like some people will invest $500 and make $200,000 out of that. Like, I'm not even joking. Like that, just that quick in about 30 minutes. I know it seems unrealistic. And granted, that's like a rare, like, it's not like, don't get into this and be like, oh, I'm going to put $100 and all of a sudden I'm going to make $200,000. I'm not saying that. But it's something that you should just be aware of. Don't jump into it immediately. If you're interested in it, just take your time, kind of watch videos, study, see what people are saying, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to make my video, and hopefully that kind of educates you guys a little bit. I'm still not 100%, versed in it, and I know everything. No. There's a lot I have to learn. But I want to do those videos. Anyways, enough of me talking and ranting about Lil Reese being a garbage person. Let's get into the news.